Before we get started, you may be noticing that I'm recording in an RV. If you missed it, Kevin and I sold everything that we had and moved into our 40-foot motor coach. If you want to follow along, you can follow our new YouTube channel that we set up called Explorking. I'll include a link in the corners, and you may notice that the light changes throughout this video, and that's because we're outside with kind of limited everything. So bear with us as we try to figure out the lighting, and I hope you enjoy today's video. Today I'm giving you a rundown on the must-have gadgets for your ketone testing, from breath to blood, urine, and how to not break the bank on ketone testing. So stick around. If you're new to the Healthful Pursuit channel, hit the red subscribe button below to get my newest keto videos as I create them. Hey guys, Leanne here from healthfulpursuit.com. I'm a nutrition educator and keto enthusiast, and I've helped millions of people regulate their metabolism, readjust their hormones, and balance their weight by eating more fat. And I'm really happy that you stopped by. Before we get to today's video, I have to share with you that I spent the entire summer completely redoing my two best-selling keto programs, Fat Fueled and The Keto Beginning. Together, they deliver 60 days of keto how-to in a program I call the Keto Bundle. I'll show you how to slide into fat burning mode and stay there without needing to go strict low carb or feel like you're missing out on life. Click in the corner or below to get in on the action. Completely new design, over 50 new pages, refresh content. You're gonna love it. Let's begin with a bombshell. You don't actually need to test your ketones. I used to be a ketone testing fool, but stopped altogether because I found it just a tad bit triggering. If you're in the same boat and just want to learn how you can find out if you're fat adapted without having to test, I made this video up here just for you. Just know that unless you need therapeutic doses of ketones for an existing condition, it's super unhelpful to stress yourself out like it's the world championship of ketone bodies. So if you decide that you want to test, there are 3 different ways that you can test your ketones. One is with urine, the next is blood, and the last is breath. With that said, here's a phrase that I don't use too often. Let's get this urine show on the road. There are urine ketones test strip brands abound that you can get from the drugstore or online. They test for ACE to acetate, and the presence of ketones is shown by changes in the strip's color. The darker the color, the higher the ketones. Urine test strips are cheap and easy to use, but unfortunately they're not very accurate. They only detect excess ketone bodies excreted through the urine. The more keto adapted you are, the more efficient your body will be at using ketones. Thus, they'll likely detect less ketones even though you're in ketosis. Moving on to testing ketones with your blood. My favorite blood ketone meter is the Precision Extra Blood Glucose and Ketone Monitoring System from Abbott. You'll find it in the drugstore and online, and I've included the link below this video. It tests for beta hydroxybutyrate, and you're in ketosis with a reading of 0.5 to 3 millimoles per liter, as seen in this graph. Now, there's no need to go above 3 millimoles per liter, and you don't have to worry about going into the danger zone with what we're doing here. Blood meters are super accurate and reliable, but unfortunately they can be super expensive. The reusable meter will run you about $28, and the non-reusable test strips will cost you anywhere between $1 to $4 each. If you test twice a day, that could be anywhere from $180 to $240 a month. Ouch. And finally, a breath of fresh ketone air. The best breath analyzer is, in my opinion, hands down, the Level Home device. It's a brand new FDA Class 1 medical device that provides insight into what's happening inside the body, giving individual metabolic information critical to understanding fat loss. It is also subscription-based, so you can take unlimited measurements, and the replacement sensors are delivered automatically to your doorstep every month. Not only is it very convenient and simple to use, it's designed for 2 users. So you can use it with your partner, and it even comes with an app that crunches all the data and allows you to share it with your health coach, physician, or the Healthful Pursuit community. To take a measurement, you just breathe into the pod and quickly pop it into the testing port. Your fat burning state is shown with a series of numbers and colors in real time. The higher the number and the darker the color, the more fat adapted you are. I think breath analyzers are far more accurate than urine test strips, and they are way less expensive than blood meters. In short, you'll be paying about $1,000 less for the level home device than a blood meter in the first year alone. It'll get even more cost effective the longer that you have it. So to sum things up, urine test strips are cheap but not that accurate. Blood meters have a lower introductory cost, but can cost you a pretty penny if you're planning on testing every day or multiple times a day. Blood testing is the most accurate, but again, if you're forking over $180 a month, that's gonna be at minimum over $2,200 a year. The breath analyzer from Level is much more accurate than urine test strips, and while not as accurate as a blood meter, it's a very close second and is more than enough to get the job done. And while it has a higher initial cost of $699, you're gonna be paying around a quarter of the monthly cost of a blood meter and about $1,000 less in just the first year. So if you can do it, this is what I would spring for. And before we go, some quick tips for ketone testing. The best time to test is in the evening. When you're dehydrated, ketones may increase, and when you're stressed, ketones may decrease. So keep that in mind when you are testing. It can take upwards of 2 weeks to display ketones using any method. So if you're first getting started, know that it can take some time. While there may be a relationship to blood sugar and ketone levels, you can have mildly high blood sugar and still register ketones in the blood. On the flip side, when my blood sugar is low, I know that I'm likely generating more ketones. Now, after a carb up, if you've eaten just enough carbs that your body burns carbs throughout the night, you should be back into ketosis the next morning. When you test in the evening following, your ketones should be generally the same amount that they were 24 hours prior. If this ketone testing rundown passed the test, there are 3 awesome things that you can do right now. The first is that you can take an important step of your keto journey by picking up my complete beginner's guide and 30-day meal plan, The Keto Beginning, plus my one-of-a-kind support system and 30-day meal plan, Fat Fueled, bundled all together and delivered to you with a product called the Keto Bundle. As I mentioned, I've redone both programs. They're beautiful, clear as MCT oil, and ready for you. I show you how to boost your ketones, be kind to your body, and make keto easy. Think of it as a I screwed up a bunch on my path so that you don't have to guide. As always, I'll put a link up here and down below. The second thing you can do right now is download a free wonderful resource that I made for this video, complete with everything I just shared today in an easy to read PDF. It includes the transcript and other cool resources, and it's absolutely 100% free. There's a link up here and also down below where you can take advantage of that. All you gotta do is click the link, scroll down, find the big pink button, and enter your details. The third thing you can do is not only subscribe to my channel, but become a super subscriber in 4 easy steps. Hit the red subscribe button below, click on the little bell just to the right of it, click the send me all notifications box, then click save. Super subscriber status achieved. I come out with videos every-ish Wednesday, and I'd love to see you here. Bye. There's a fly that keeps flying right in front of the camera. Yeah, thanks. The lighting is changing a lot. Is it okay, or should I?
Well, I think what happens, the background becomes more and more visible.
But I'm okay?
Yeah, you're okay. Because I think what's lighting you is that thing.